Manis grew up on a farm in Arkansas, where he spent his childhood running around the countryside. One day on his walk, something unusual happened. He had a vision of becoming a father. He was outside with his little daughter in his arms. He was spinning her around, and she was laughing. Her name was Chloe, and she had tan skin and dark eyes. He could even see her face. The pictures were so clear that Walt remembered it forever. Many years later, while talking to his childhood friend Annie, he caught himself discussing with her a strong desire to have a daughter. In fact, the girl had already thought of a name. Chloe, she said, much to Walt's surprise. He told her about his old vision. Walt and Annie ended up getting married. That dream had brought them together, but what they didn't know was that things had gone a little differently, or not quite the way they had originally planned. Many months and years of hope, but all in vain. Annie and Walt began to realize a terrible truth. It was clear that they could not have a child together. They were shocked. The couple wasn't sure they could have survived such a thing. But one day Annie came up with something. Walt couldn't imagine it for a long time. But then, slowly, he accepted the idea. Maybe they could still have children. They decided to give it a try, and soon they found someone. A young pregnant woman who wanted to meet with a couple who wanted to adopt her unborn child. They arranged a meeting and were looking forward to the day to see each other. They had so many questions and concerns. Would they be able to love a child who was not biologically their child? Would the mother agree to their adoption? What would happen next? In the end, they waited with bated breath. Walt went first to open the door, then stopped and stared at her. How could this have happened? The woman looked just like the already grown-up face he remembered from a vision years ago as a child. His doubts and fears melted away. There was another more incredible coincidence. Before she gave birth, the baby's mother had thought of a name for her baby girl, and she hoped they would agree to keep it. That name was Chloe. Overwhelmed with excitement, Annie and Walt literally burst into tears. They liked each other, and the young woman agreed to give them the baby after birth, so the beginning of an even more loving and strong family was set. Over the next few years, they adopted another baby girl named Naomi. What an amazing way to experience the cycle of life, to achieve what they both saw as children. But they did achieve it. And how wonderful it became for the children too, who without this couple would have been deprived of many things in their lives. Translated with www.depl.com/translator. Free version.